Craig, another weekend of football to look forward to, and back at the Vic. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, you always look forward to games at the Vic. The atmosphere is generally always good. You know, we had a flat one last time with Chesterfield, but we've got to get back to winning ways, and we've got to try and put the home form right.
The home form has been, a bit of an issue, I guess, hasn't it, in terms of consistently finding the goals to get our 3 points?
I think that's been an issue throughout, not scoring enough goals for the chances that we're creating. We haven't been ruthless enough. I think that's plain to see. Performances have been good. We've done enough to win games, but we've been really wasteful in front of goal. So apart from Jimmy, Ryan's come in and he's scored a couple, I think, but we need the centre forwards to chip in with goals now as well. We're 14 games in, and Jimmy's got 6, I think he's got, and then Nicky and J-Mo and Nico and Will between them have got 1. So we need to do better in that department.
Is that something you can work? Is it just a matter of perseverance in that regard?
I think there's a lot of different things that go into it, but it's working hard in training. It's putting the sessions on so they get plenty of finishing. And a lot of it's confidence, especially with the strikers. If you're scoring goals, you don't think about it when chances come along. Whereas if you haven't scored for a little bit, you can start to play in your mind a little bit. So there's a little bit of everything. It's just up to us to try and keep their confidence up and put on the training sessions. And then when Saturday comes, they've got to make sure that they're ruthless.
In terms of that, I mean, you've scored plenty of goals in your career. When you go through little spells like that, how do you deal with it psychologically?
I think it's hard. I think you've just got to get your head down and keep working hard. The time to worry is when you're not getting the chances. But we're creating plenty of chances. Everyone's getting chances, and like I say, I'm a little bit disappointed we haven't put more away. But we can't feel sorry for ourselves. We've got to crack on and work as hard as you can do, and it will turn. And
obviously turning those draws into wins can make a big impact on the table.
It makes a massive difference. Like I say, I think we've done well enough in games and created enough chances to have got something out of the games to have won them. And it does make a difference when you get 3 points for a win. It makes a massive difference. So whilst I can sit here and say we've lost 2 of 9, but it makes no difference if you don't win enough. We need to win more games. So that'll be the focus. From now we've done it. Like I say, for the last 2 or 3 weeks we've been working on different things and trying to make ourselves, whilst we've been solid enough at the back, we've given some daft ones away, but whilst we've been solid enough at the back and creating chances, we haven't made enough of all them chances to win games. And we should be winning games a lot more comfortably than we are as well.
Do this weekend's opponents give us a little bit of inspiration about what can happen and how quickly it can turn? Because they had a fairly inconsistent start and then suddenly things have clicked down at Yeovil.
Well, they have, yeah, and that's what happens when you get into a run. They're into a great run. I think it's 7 and a trot now they've won. And when things are going for you, they really go for you, and it's just about getting that momentum. You win 2 or 3 on the bounce, and it'll propel you right up the league because the league is still so tight. And that's what we've got to look to do. We've got to look to win games, win 3, 4, 5 games back to back, and then it'll put you right up where you want to be.
In terms of Yeovil themselves, I mean, the last 7 teams haven't worked it out, but what is the secret? What are they good at?
They're good at everything. They're strong. They've got a bit about them. They work hard for each other. They're well organised. Darren's got them playing some decent stuff as well. So they've got a little bit of everything. But like I say, it's a very tight league, and anyone can beat anyone in this league. You've got to prepare properly. Make sure that when the game starts, we're up for it and ready. Because, looking at Yeovil, I think they're probably the best team I've seen up to now. But saying that, there's not a lot between the teams. I mean, I look at my team and I think, well, on our day we'll give anyone a game. We'll have to make sure it's our day on Saturday.
In terms of the selection, I suppose you've got a few new options this weekend again, with Nicky Featherstone and Ryan Donaldson back from suspension, and a couple of people did well in the behind closed doors game against Leicester earlier in the week.
Yeah, they did. It was a good performance, and a lot of the lads needed 90 minutes who were in and around it, so it's a good chance for them to go and play and get some game time in the legs in a proper game. And then again, we've got Ryan and Nicky Featherstone back in the squad, obviously both experienced players who will make a difference to us, so we've got a few more options this week than we have of late.